All right, Collin VanNewkirk from Seville, Ohio. This is my 1962 Autocar DCV.
I've never ever seen one of these before.
I believe this is a pretty rare truck. I had a picture of one I carried for a year, and I said, if I ever find one, I'm going to buy it. This one became available, and I bought it.
Where was it?
It was at JR Truck Parts in Cleveland.
So it wasn't even that far away.
It was not.
Wow.
It was bought at an auction in, I think, Pennsylvania. I acquired it from JR.
What did it do when it worked? Do you know?
Originally, I believe it was Edward M. Rood Carrier Corp. In the early 60s. It hauled explosives for DuPont.
So we're lucky it's still here.
Yeah. And after that, it was several colors. It was blue, it was red again, and then it was green.
What's the engine and transmission?
It is a V8 265 Cummins R96 Road Ranger transmission. It's pretty original. Currently, it is not running. I'm collecting engine parts. My main goal is to make it run.
How long have you had it?
A couple years now, probably 3-4 years.
As for collecting parts, how do you collect parts? Have you had to look for parts to a truck that
I've been able to acquire some small parts, but
right.
Most of the work that the truck is going to need is obviously body work, rust repair, and almost nothing is available.
Mm-hmm. Where was it made?
This is, I think, at Exton, PA.
You found a picture of one, and that's what made you want one?
I said that is a very neat looking truck.
It is.
And I said, wow, if I ever find one like that. I like the tall cab and short hood. I said, if I ever find one like that, I'm going to buy it. Well, when I did come across it, I acquired it. It's pretty rare. And I started telling people about it. And I said, I don't know that there's any other sleeper DCV in existence. And Jerry Howard told me, well, he said, I do know where there's one at. And I said, he told me where it was. And I went and bought it. And that became my parts truck. So I knocked that in the head and left this one, the only one that I know of, being in existence. If another one shows up,
this is your man.
I would love it. I'd love to see another one.
The sleeper on here, is that called an Orville sleeper?
It is.
Were those made in Ohio too?
It was.
Okay.
That's part of the reason that I really like about the truck, because it is the sleeper.
That's some pretty cool paint on the door too.
It's very interesting. When I repaint the truck, I want to put that back on it. This paint's been on there. I think this paint was done in the early 70s.
That's an interesting interior.
I believe it is a St. Louis interior. I believe it was put in about 1971.
What year did you say the truck is again?
1962.
Okay. This has been in a barn since 84?
That's when it was parked. That's when it broke the crank. And that's the last sticker in the window that I see. Last current sticker.
So do you have other auto cars?
I do not.
All right.
This is the only one.
It's very tall.
It is tall. That's one thing I do like. It's really tall this way, but then when you put it down,
oh my goodness,
it becomes a lot lower.
Wow, that's compact. How do you access the rest of it?
They call it a unitized engine. When you have problems with it, you take it out and you switch it. There's really no access to even work on it.
So this is like halfway between, well, no, it's not, it's not halfway, yeah, kind of halfway between a cab over and a conventional.
Right.
But like in the most,
it pretty much is.
The most inconvenient way possible.
That is true. So like they said, it was unitized. My plan is to put an engine together and then just switch it.
Uh-huh.
That'll make it run. With the sleep.
Cab where they were made to be like the short wheelbase, ultra short, maneuverable.
Yep.
But when you put the long cab on, you kind of lose the benefit of
that's what makes it so odd. Yeah. But it is still shorter than, with the length law back then, that was as short as you could be and still have the convenience of a sleeper.